Oh, what's up? What's up?
Hi.
I think he was holding that in the entire day.
No, that literally just came up spur of the moment. I'm like, this is perfect.
Beautiful. Welcome in, everybody. Biggest Thong, thank you for the resub, my guy.
Hi, Jimmy.
Yeah, he wants to recommend us a game to play after, and it's only Tic-Tac-Toe.
Woo!
He's not recommending Tic-Tac-Toe. That's the only game I'm accepting from him.
Eh.
And welcome in, Luna. How are you doing? How's everyone's Saturday going?
I had the funniest interaction at the drive-thru. Guys, did you know Jesus was Jewish? Because the lady at the drive-thru didn't.
That really is a wild conversation to have. Just with anyone at the drive-thru, just like, did you know? Yeah.
Like, having it with your coworkers, fine, but like
to bring it up
unsolicited to the people paying for their food?
It is wild.
Fucking wild.
Insane. He's had a very eventful day so far.
They didn't give me honey mustard, but they gave me sriracha sauce, which... Win.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Witcher 3, but like in the middle of an old save file during a quest. I think I can do that, because I definitely have save files from The Witcher 3. We can do that. We can do that. You got a random urge to fight a final boss again, so you loaded up Bowser's Inside Story. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so we have 170,000 bolts. We can either get the last two mods that are available, or we can get the weapon and almost the upgrade. I'm kind of leaning more towards these, because I kind of like the mods we have on right now. We get bolts quick enough anyway. So should I get the weapon first, and we'll just get the upgrade when we can?
Yeah.
Alright. And then, yeah, all the cosmetic stuff, we'll worry about that later. Alright, now, I don't remember exactly where we were at, but we must be going to another planet, since the marker's here. But anyway, welcome in, Jimmy. How are classes going? How's everything going? Went to a Waffle House for lunch. Apparently they serve steak. Decided to try it, but it was overcooked and at least 50% fat. Didn't finish it. Damn, what kind of steak did you get? I'm not totally surprised because like I feel like a lot like they're trying to put a lot with waffles. Sirloin. Because I was like they're putting a lot on waffles now. Obviously, chicken and waffles was big for a while.
Well, it's usually steak and eggs.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that's why like I can totally see them being like. Which I have
ordered at Waffle House.
Steak and eggs. Yeah, fair. But I could see them throwing on steak on waffles at that point. Might just be my internet, but the stream is running at like 2 frames a second. Is it?
It could also just be Ratchet and Clank.
Fair. It doesn't look like that way on my end. Let me check my bitrate. Bitrate looks fine. I'm not dropping any frames. Okay, Luna says that's not so. That makes me feel like that. Do you remember what they called it? Started with a D? Interesting. Ah, but that sucks. Fatty steaks are never fun, especially when you're getting it on a waffle.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta remember the buttons. Holding triangle does that. That's level 10. Let's get the back camera up. Wasn't on a waffle? Yeah, I think it would have been... Well, I was mostly just saying that. I think it would have been very difficult to put a steak on top of a waffle.
The Delmonico steak.
Delmonico steak?
Yeah, that's what.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, welcome in, Crazy Dragoon. Picking the ball using my mom's phone last month, so you started the Scarlet Violet DLC. Yes, I did one stream of it and haven't gone back. I did start it. There was the steak, double hash browns, and a piece of Texas toast. But welcome in, Crazy Dragoon. Always good to see you here. I definitely plan to get back to it, but man, it just reminded me of how terrible that game ran. It was rough. I'll get back to it, though. I also wasn't doing especially like in the last couple weeks, I wasn't doing so many streams by myself. I was only doing the streams with like when my friends were here. So for the most part, I like Trails in the Sky took a backseat, Spyro Games took a backseat. So we're gonna get back to those games, and we're gonna do more streams by myself. So we'll get back to the DLC for sure. I definitely believe it. That's never what I've listened, or that's never what I've played Pokemon for specifically. So I don't know how much that's gonna do for me, but I know people really enjoy it, so I'm glad that people enjoy the DLC. The only thing that got right at first was the toast. Damn, that's rough. Oh, okay. I just wanted to jump on. That's fine. How was the rest of the food then? Like once they fixed things up, was it worth it? Like, would you go to the Waffle House again? I don't think I've ever been to a Waffle House.
It's mostly a southern restaurant.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't have... I don't think we have any around here, really. Obviously, don't dox us, but, like, you can tell me, like, a minute drive.
I want to say South Jersey is the closest one.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
South Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania, like, that area where it convenes.
Okay. Where... Okay, so what am I supposed to do? I missed the instructions. I'm also having a really difficult time fucking controlling this thing. But we're not going to worry about it. We might have to worry about it if we keep running into things. Speaking of Pokemon, you're back at Aether's Paradise Gauntlet on Ultra Moon? Hell yeah! I'm gonna die. If I keep running into things, I might. Alright, just gonna drive. I forget how this shit works in this game. I'm gonna go to the healing spot here, but I might die before that. I'm dead. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, Waffle House is like the equivalent of going to the diner after a concert and you're already like 8 drinks deep.
That's fair. How's its reputation in comparison to Denny's? Like, where are we standing on that?
Denny's is for meth heads.
Okay.
Waffle House is for Mortal Kombat fighting.
That's fair. Jesus, fuck. I thought I killed you. Well, I didn't, so... God. Oh, I did get that. Sick. I'm sure it does Crazy Dragoon. Like I said, the Pokemon story is usually not what I play it for. So I don't know how much that's gonna like convince me to like really get back to it and be in love with it. But I'm looking forward to it when I get to it eventually. This is also way harder to control than I thought. Have we been in this car yet?
I don't think so.
Because we've been in obviously like the Landwalker. We had like the motorbike and stuff like that. Dodge the bullet there, quite literally. Do I have to get out of the car? Can I get out of the car? Because it looks like I have to go into the middle, unless the car.
If you hit triangle, you can.
Yeah. Yes.
It's called the Puma.
The Puma. All right.
Wrong one.
I have no idea how to get there then. Unless I'm not supposed to be up here.
I think that's where you came in from.
I thought I had to get through a locked door, and I'm thinking this might be the locked door. So that would make sense. That would definitely make sense. It's a Southern style diner. Pretty good normally, but the steak wasn't worth it. Oh, so you've been there before. Only 13 for the meal? Why the fuck does Twitch censor fatty? That's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I understand why, but it's funny in that context.
You can't cyberbully people on our service, but we also can't describe how poorly sliced this steak was.
That is fair. Oh yeah, well again, Crazy Jigger, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Where am I going? Do I have to go this way now? Yes. I'm quite confused at all times by this. Alright. Well, I hacked the orbs actually, so I'm assuming, yeah, I was gonna say, I probably have to do something. That makes a lot more sense. God damn. Really? Probably gonna die because I wasn't expecting it. So I would have switched weapons. Well, we got something out of it. Woo! Can I get that? No.
Damn.
No. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to hand this off to you. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to do something upstairs real quick. Then we can come up in the chat. And I'm real curious. The DLC is huge character development. Yeah, I totally believe it. Like I said, I heard that the story was good for these. Again, as story wasn't my favorite thing about Pokemon, I didn't fall in love with the characters in Scarlet and Violet. But I heard the DLC ones were pretty cool. Like, I know Kieran was someone people didn't like in the DLC. Like, I do know DLC characters' names, which is more than you can say for a lot of other Pokemon games. So, I'm sure they do a lot with it, which is pretty cool. My blood sugar is going up because I just had... Oh my god, it's 160. That's unfortunate. But thank you for the hydrating posture text as well. T1 Ultra Moon is Decidueye, Ampharos, Wishiwashi, Alolan Marowak, Alolan Eradicate, and Alolan Sentry. Nice. Shiny Ampharos on Scarlet. Hell yeah, Crazy Jigger. Alright, give me a couple minutes, guys. I will be there.
He's already done. Well, fuck you. All right. The Arbiter has increased in level. Oh shit! Oh shit! Bro, you went that fast? Okay. Just gotta pause 1 second. Oy. Somebody sent me something on my phone. Be right there, everybody. But Luna, that's the best part about Waffle House. It is a place of chaos. That makes sense. Hey. Man, I could have avoided all that if I just looked to the left.
What do you think, Swabia? Does Ratchet have what it takes to make it through Deadlocked and rescue that last combat block? The question is, could
Yeah.
he do it with a king amoeba eating its way out of his underwear? I think we'd all like to find out.
Hi, buddy.
I expunged true communications. I'm on short, as physically traceable. Stand up on your soul and take the cell.
This fucking mess
Try to
up.
combat.
Alright, I am back. But, Crazy Dragoon, again, it's very good to see you here. I take it you finished the Scarlet and Violet DLC? Because I was thinking, like, literally just now when I was upstairs cleaning up the kitchen from lunch and everything, right before Blood Trip got here. I didn't want to leave all the pans sitting out. I was like, damn, maybe I should get back to the Scarlet and Violet DLC and do it before the Switch 2 comes out. But then I'm also like, well, Scarlet and Violet is getting a free upgrade. Maybe I should wait for the Switch 2 and just play it like a normal game and how it should have ran 10 years ago. Not 10 years ago, Jesus Christ. When did it come out? 2022? I think it was 2022, right?
Something like that.
I'm not sure. But, I try to use unique themes every time except Starter. You know what's funny, Luna? I know you said you were using Decidueye. I played Sun and Moon when it first came out, and then I did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon later. When I did Sun and Moon, the original, I went with Litten because I would always do the Fire Starter at first. Didn't love Incineroar. That's my thing. When I did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I used Poplio. So, the only one I haven't used has been Rowlet. But Rowlet is so cool. I love that Ghost Grass typing. It's really cool. You're supposed to come here because you're always chilling, attacking me. No problem. So, not coming with any team interaction. That's involved people screaming, talking over me, or randomly chatting chicken jockey for 5 seconds. That's fair. May I ask what the chicken jockey is in reference to? Do people just scream that?
I imagine it's Waffle House.
I mean, that's fair. I can see it. I can see people screaming that at Waffle House. That makes sense.
Can I be done in this room for crying out loud? I have two
health.
fucking health.
And now you have none. But always happy to see you here, Luna. I'm glad that this place was a safe place, just a place to come by and, you know, be able to relax and chill. That's what I hope for. I know my anger gets the best of me sometimes, especially with my blood sugar problems and everything that's been going on recently. So, I'm glad that this place is still a relaxing place to come to most times. Statistically, Poplio is best for Alola, but I love Decidueye. Yeah, I'll be honest. In Gen 7, I think Litten is the only starter that I don't like. And I know that that's kind of blasphemous, because I think Incineroar is loved by a lot of people. But, man, I love those. Oh, it was the Minecraft movie trailer? Jack Black, Chicken Jockey. You know, Delvin did watch the Minecraft movie. He said it was pretty good. So I'm glad that at least Minecraft fans are liking it, because at the end of the day, I feel like critic reviews aren't going to matter. I feel like it's really just going to be how Minecraft fans feel about it. I mean, it's definitely going to do better than Borderlands. Like, we were talking about it earlier before, because Blood Trip went to McDonald's, as he mentioned, and he got the whole Minecraft Happy Meal looking thing. Okay, they went hard with that shit.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
You get the option of a Big Mac or a 10-piece nugget.
Ooh. tend not to like overhyped starters. Consider one of the most overhyped starter that isn't a mascot or Charizard. That is fair. Maybe tied with Greninja. Yeah, even in Gen 6, I don't know who my least favorite is. I went with, when I played Gen 6, the one time I did, I went with Chespin. Because I was like, the reason I went with him was because I wasn't sure who I wanted to go with. Nothing was standing out to me, and I was like, you know, I never pick the grass starter. So I went with Chespin. But I like the look of Greninja, but I totally understand, especially because of the anime. I'm sure that had a hand in overhyping it because of Ash's Greninja. I think Delphox is kind of underrated. The Fire Psychic typing, pretty cool. But yeah, maybe this week I get back to some of the Scarlet and Violet DLC. I think what also slowed me down the one time that I was doing it was also, and this isn't a bad thing. Like, I'm not blaming anyone, but the couple people wanting to hop in, Luna wanted to hop in. I think Ambi wanted to hop. I think Ambi was one of the ones to hop in, and then I had like some other viewers wanting to hop in. So I think what I'm gonna do if I do the DLC again on stream is I'm gonna be playing it solo without other people in my game until I finish it, and then maybe do like post story stuff with viewers and shit like that. I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking. Favorite starters are a strange set. Well, let me hear it. Give me your trio. What's like favorite fire, water, grass? Let me hear it. I think I have mine. I don't think that's too tough of a question. I think my favorite fire is... Oh, you were doing for Gen. Oh, that's fair too. I could do Gen, but I'm thinking like of the three, my favorite fire is probably Chimchar. Favorite water's gotta be Totodile. Favorite grass? Okay. I'll do that. Let's see if I can do that. I'll have to think about favorite grass. I'm thinking Rowlet, but not totally sure. Name the land starter. Okay, yeah. So I'll do the speed trap, and then we'll work together on that one. Ratchet has two alternatives in this lethal desert race. He can ride through each checkpoint out of the time limit, or get enough spider to cross this hellish space-time like a carton of Lomax yogurt. God damn. God damn.
So I didn't feel like using a whisk this morning, so I just threw 3 eggs in the blender to scramble them. Mm-hmm. Fucking perfect.
I was gonna say, man, that work. That seems risky, but like.
Oh yeah, shell and all.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Kidding.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on. That's not just risky.
That's crunchy. Get your calcium.
True. There's the. Oh, that was close.
You got a skill point for it.
Man, I blew everything up. All right, let's see how this one goes.
And I didn't feel like putting milk in it for like the creamy aspect. Mm-hmm. So I actually put a squirt of chipotle mayo in there.
Interesting.
And 2 dashes of soy sauce.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, so now let me read these. So, Gen 1 was Blastoise, Gen 2 for Alligator, Gen 3 Swampert, Torterra, Superior, Chestnut, Decidueye. That is funny. Yeah, your first 3. What was Gen 8? The favorite of each, Swampert for water, Decidueye, Alolan for grass, and Skeletor for fire. Interesting. Didn't have a favorite for fire until Gen 9. Totally fair. Gen 8 can suck my Pokeballs. You know what? Fair answer. Wait, is that the end? Oh, it is. The red ones were supposed to be the jackpots. I think. Come on, we're gonna get it first try. I didn't even realize it was right there. Do you want to try again? Do you want me to take it? Okay. Because you were real close. Especially now that we know that's where it ends, I think we can get it. Hate the Gen 8 starters, always good Cinderace though. Just because it's generally the best in the game. Totally fair. Yeah, Gen 8 starters weren't my favorite. I'll be honest, I don't really like Grookey. I don't like that line. I don't like Sobble. I like Inteleon though. But I do like the Score Bunny line. Just a little buddy. Just a little buddy, you know? Gen 6 favorite is now inside? Really? Used to glaze chestnut like crazy, but now my love is share between it and Delphox. I really like Delphox. I think Delphox is a great, just a great typing, just really cool overall.
Because I found all the jackpots and stuff.
That's also fair. Didn't he think theories over like Darcy's though? That's true. Not picking any of them attack was the best early on. So of the Arceus starters, I think the only one that I wasn't crazy about was Decidueye. I think for an easy reason, I'm very tired of secondary fighting type starters. Because there's just so goddamn many of them.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that... So when I played it the first time around, I didn't know typings. So when I played it the first time around, I picked Rowlet as my starter. Because I was like, oh, I like Ghost Grass.
I like this guy.
Liberator Tournament. Ace Hog Light. And was very upset. I knew they were going to change it. So I knew it wasn't going to be Grass Ghost, but... I was really hoping it wouldn't be fighting, and then it was, and I was like, are you fucking kidding? I was so pissed. Yes, look how they massacred my boy vibes. Exactly.
Just who is this Ratchet? Our Voxman's investigation has uncovered shocking untold stories from his dark, sinister, evil past. The destruction of civic property, illegal hoverbike gangs, inadequate mental hygiene. Be strong, Juanita, because there is one man that can put an end to this menace.
Okay, I will give them credit for that. We were part of a biker gang.
Yes, we were.
Oh my god, he's Kid Rock.
I'll be honest, I don't know what Kid Rock looks like, so I can't comment much.
Dude, I got fucking stuck at work until like 5:30 yesterday. Because something that was supposed to be delivered at 10:30 yesterday morning didn't get there until 4:30.
Jeez, that's rough. What a way to get off on Friday, you know. Oh, we have 27,000 pulse. We can get.
Oh yeah.
We should get the rest of the mods. I forgot about the rest of that stuff. because we can definitely get the 2 of those. We're not getting enough bolts to get the Harbinger. So we can get those, and we can get the last thing for the robots. Design's alright, Shining's awesome, but that new type signature movement and just being bad, god damn it, that's fair. Yeah, I'm not big on the design myself. I don't think I know what the Shiny looks like, so totally fair. But yeah, Quad, weak to flying, you were flying! Weak to Cleavor, Arcanine, and Avalog. That's true. Grass resist, Grass, Lilligan, Electrode too. That's a damn good point. Didn't really think about it like that.
Yeah, 5 bolts. We need these.
And then being thorough is always worth it. Except when it's not, of course. The Hisuian starter shinies make the colors of their OG forms. Okay, gotcha. Were they... Now, I forget, Luna. Were they shiny locked? You couldn't reset for them in Arceus, right? That looked cool.
It did. I was gonna say, where's Al? Oh yeah, they took him.
Yeah, he's busy. Woo! Oh, there's a wrench upgrade? Should we get the wrench upgrade and do freeze?
Yeah. Probably gonna need it.
Yeah. I'll try the tournament. Alright. Let's see what we got. Right, you could get. They were okay. So they were non-locked in post game. Gotcha, gotcha.
We're back in the battle as Ratchet begins the Bullet Travelers. No contestant has made it through this baby all season, and right behind him has been trying to chase Faye. Even in the
Oh, I'm just using this one.
I think this is our lowest level gun besides the flail.
That makes sense. Because I don't think we've used it very... I don't think I've used it once this whole game.
Because I think I got it up 2 levels on the last planet.
God damn. It's still only level 4. I mean, granted, it'll be 5 in a minute, but... I thought I saw it. Shit. When did I take the damage? Oh, when they were surrounding me earlier.
Alright.
The obligatory dog. Good thing we have a shotgun on this.
I know.
Wow. Oh, that was a turret. I was like, what the hell?
How the fuck do they have lasers? Did they watch Austin Powers? Freaking sharks with lasers.
Pretty much what I thought. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm assuming things are just going to continue to spawn constantly.
I think so. Oh, they're making you faster.
What the? I mean, I know I'm on fire. What's making me go faster? Is it just?
I think they're just drugging you to be going faster.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like something I was doing.
I'm like, is the connection going haywire? No, they're making you go faster.
Somehow. Yeah, no, this is just actually working well. Oh, I can literally rapid fire the guns too. That's sick. That was fantastic. I was like, this looks like it's going to be the Ace Hardlight fight.
It's nights like this that I'm glad I gave up my ballet dancing career. Tonight we bring you Bezone's most highly anticipated matchup.
Interesting. Yeah, I never thought about that. Like how the starters are like good and bad versus all the bosses. You're better off doing them all yourself than using this residual. That's fair. Getting that was so dirty. That's completely fair.
97 and a half pounds. Most of it probably fall for a fat Ratchet.
Are you guys using the Imperial system?
Good point.
Dude, we can see right through your head.
Huh? It's so weird.
Now we can't. Now we can. Bro, your voice was not that deep any other point of the game.
Whoa! 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 I got lucky. Oh, you son of a bitch.
What?
I'm worried about the thing that's chasing me right now. God. I did. Am I doing something wrong?
I don't think so.
So whichever one turns green. Campaign complete! Alright, that had to have been interesting. Oh, well, we still need to rescue everybody, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sick outfit, though.
Goes hard. Bro, why are your eyebrows over your visor?
That's how thick they are.
You were a hero once, Ace. Ratchet. Don't let my duty you what he did to me. You're the hero now. champion of Dread Zone. The whole galaxy wants to see you. Don't you see, kid?
Isn't that Rivet's arm?
Everything in my power to make you a star.
I didn't look.
I transformed you from a
Where?
worthless nobody
On
into
Vox.
the hottest celebrity in the galaxy.
That looks like it, yeah.
So for you show slandering me every 6 seconds. Slandering? Who's building up your bad boy image? And this is the thanks I get. Whatever. Now, don't be such a baby. I'm about to offer you the opportunity of 1,000 lifetimes. I'm making you the new captain of the exterminators. The star of the show. Think of it. We'll make billions. We'll sell Ratchet action figures, Ratchet sports shoes, Ratchet deodorant, Ratchet breakfast cereal, hair loss and cologne, soft drinks, hard drink, energy drinks, Ratchet. You get record deals, movie rights, reality shows, video games, and commercials.
Can you imagine a Ratchet video game? Bro, that would go hard.
We just got meta.
What did you say? I'm not your puppet, Fox. You actually think
I'm not your buddy, pal.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
I think the only time I've used a starter that's best for a game is Swampert and Skeledirge. Technically Score Bunny, but that gen is weird for best starter. Totally fair.
We're gonna need one final Dread Zone campaign. Have them prepare that, experimental one we developed.
Sir, you don't mean the Gauntlet of Doom, do you?
The Gauntlet of Doom? You say? So we needed last mod there. And I'm gonna go check. I'm assuming there's still nothing new here, considering it's not. Fuck! Alright, next time, guys. You'll get that upgrade next time. Oh, I wanted to check if there were challenges. I assume not. Well, actually, I'm not going to assume that. Just because we weren't brought to the menu doesn't mean that there wasn't, but mostly because we just went into a cutscene this time. Why does bro look like the Shark Tale villain? You're not wrong. Oh, there is more. Alright, you want to take it?
Sure.
I love that.
Jeez. Yeah, we'll do baseball.
All right, now then, folks, let's see how you handle the paint around.
Yo, Jumpin', welcome in. How you doing, man? I heard you liked the Minecraft movie. I'm glad you liked it. It seems like it's doing pretty well for Minecraft fans. Like, I mean, it sounds like it's getting better reviews and everything than the Borderlands movie, at least comparatively. But I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm doing pretty good. I think we're pretty close to finishing this game. We'll probably have this done in the next hour or two. And we'll see what we do next. I'm glad to see you. That's a Minecraft movie. I was surprised on how good it actually was. I enjoyed Steve singing. I mean, totally fair. Jack Black. Did Jack Black Steve play Steve? Who did Jason Momoa play? I don't. And why was Jennifer Coolidge in the movie? Why the fuck?
Stifler's mom?
Yeah, Jack.
I'm Stifler's mom. I don't get that reference. Is that a reference? I'm Stacy's mom. What?
But hell yeah.
Beta. The boss is back.
Still waiting for it to be available elsewhere. Totally fair. I mean, didn't it just come out? It just came out yesterday, I think. I think Minecraft just came out yesterday. I could be wrong, though. I just like the cream soda, now I'm tasting hash browns again. Oh, hell yeah! I don't know how people choke shit, man. I could never. You know, people are like, chug, 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 and I'm like, no. You know?
Maybe I'm just thirsty.
Fair. Fair point. Nice.
I honestly don't understand the whole point of that challenge.
Yeah, I don't know why they called it baseball.
Like, I could see if I had to use the wrench.
Right, that's what I thought it was going to be. Alright, let's see what the other one is. It did come out yesterday, okay. Oh, hell yeah.
It's pretty much the poison gas challenge from Annihilation Nation.
Yep. Gotta keep my ammo up. Gotta keep my health up. If you see my health getting too low, let me know. There's gonna be a lot of ships right after that.
That was in Amsterdam! I must say, I'm blessed. Sorry! He's not close to done. I'm the toy with his heart!
Honestly, it doesn't seem to be that much of a problem so far. It looks like I'm kind of breaking. I mean, it might be the shock mod that's breaking all the ammo crates.
Yeah.
Health stuff immediately. See the turrets. Alright.
I think one pops up every time a crate drops.
Okay, good.
Wow, that proved me wrong.
Doesn't mean it was wrong before. Okay, that was not that bad. I'll take that. Alright. Would you... Do you see how many bolts we have? No. We're no. I'm sorry. I'm going back. We're doing one. That's crazy. We're now waiting for the AF2 moving Spider-Man Beyond Spider-Verse. Hell yeah. Pretty strong, ain't you? Then go right ahead. I'm not in school. I don't fight battles I can't win. The live-action movie that's coming out. Oh, for Legend of Zelda's coming out in 27? Yeah, I heard that it's also, what do you call it? It's also supposed to be a trilogy, I heard. Or, like, that's what the initial plan is trying to be. Nintendo Switch 2 2 months there, and just like people don't pay for Nintendo Online. You know, I didn't even think about that. Because if you don't have Nintendo Online, you won't be able to chat. Didn't even think about that. That's hilarious. Perfect. Too bad things are going wrong. What are you thinking, Delphin? Are you getting the Switch too? Are you interested in it? After watching, I don't know. If I assume you've seen parts of the Direct, if not the whole thing. Nintendo Switch Online is free for the first year? It's definitely not here. So that's interesting to know. But yeah, I never thought about that. That's hilarious. Well, the Switch 2 just to see how bad Cyberpunk will run. I've heard that for the people that have played Cyberpunk 2077, because they're doing like that Nintendo, like the testing tour, and so that started already, and they said Cyberpunk was running at about 40 frames roughly handheld. So they said it's gonna work better, obviously, when it's docked. So I'm kind of shocked that it was running that well. Oh, the chat thing. Wait, you have to pay for the chat thing? Hold on, wait. Is that... Wait, hold. Oh, it's free for the first year and then only online compatible. I thought Luna was telling me I had to pay separate for that, and I'm like, Nintendo can go fuck themselves. Jesus.
We are Twitch streamers.
Jesus Christ.
We have our own chat.
I mean, not for nothing. They did. Yeah, so what Jake was talking about on Wednesday was the Nintendo World Tour thing. I did hear more about it. Yeah, that the whole thing that introduces what you can do with the console. You have to pay for that. It's literally the introduction how the console works, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of. So that's why, like, I do feel bad for Nintendo because of the whole, tariff pricing right now. But at the same time, I kind of don't, because they've upcharged and charged for absolutely everything else that they possibly could. So honestly, they kind of deserve it somewhere a little bit.
We didn't even kill Ace. Why are they eulogizing him?
Did they kill him afterwards?
Bound to public pressure, Gleeman Box acted quickly to address the issue. Fans of Dread Zone, I share your pain for the loss of the mighty Ace Hardlight. I encourage you all to express your grief and sympathy by purchasing this limited edition.
Actually surprised how bad the price is for me, at least for Switch 2 and Mario World. Yeah, that's Nintendo for you. It's the same people that are now charging $80 fucking for digital games.
Do I know how much our money has lost its inherent value? Converted to 2006 when the Wii came out, $450 is only $285 in 2006 money, which is $40 more than the Wii.
That's freaking ridiculous. I want to see this, because I think there was also... Do you guys know how much the PlayStation 3 launched at?
I would have put the TikTok in the Discord, but then you still wouldn't be able to open it.
That's true. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. PS3 launched in, 2006? 2007-ish? PS3 launched at a 60GB model for $600. Where the fuck did Sony think that they could get off doing that? The thing was that they didn't, and that's why the PS3 era was really, really rough, and no one kind of just lost out on a lot. Microsoft picked up the slack, and that's why the 360 did so well, because no one could fucking afford the PS3. Exactly, $90 for digital game plus a box. And I'm still a little bit confused, because they're not really giving, like, a lot of details about, or at least didn't during the Direct, and maybe they did elsewhere, because they're releasing information in weird places for this. So, I don't know if you saw this, but when you buy the digital game, for some games, I think the information that came out that I'm confused by is that this isn't for every physical game. But for some physical games on Switch 2, you don't even technically get the game. It's a key card. Yeah. So I'm kind of confused. Is that... that's confirmed not to be for every single game, right? I think that's for select games that were, like, too big to put on a disc. Kind of like Cyberpunk. They made it so fun confusing on how the games can be used for backwards compatibility. And yeah, again, I feel like that's just Nintendo, because I think the problem, and like I understand why they have to word it a little bit differently, because again, a lot of what Nintendo is marketing towards isn't the people like us who know about this stuff, it's they're marketing towards the parents of kids, because it's a family-friendly audience. And kids are their, whether you like it or not, kids are their target audience. So when they have to explain this stuff, they have to kind of try and explain it in a way that parents who don't game will understand. But I think they even missed that mark, because it's so fucking confusing. But...
And then what happens after the server runs out?
True
And you
too.
have the key, the digital key.
That's true. Well, I think how it works is kind of just how like most physical games work anyway nowadays, where you put in the code and all it acts is the key. Like, you do download the game as if it is a digital game, you just can't access it unless the key is in. So, I don't really know. Feels weird. But that's the thing of what I'm saying, Luna. I don't think it's all physical copies. I think the data keys are only for certain games that are too big to fit on a cartridge. Games like Cyberpunk and shit like that. Like, I'm pretty sure games like Donkey Kong Bonanza and shit, just for instance, for what they've announced, will have physical copies. I don't think all of them are supposed to be data keys.
She's not gonna fuck you.
Hold on, let him keep trying. I mean, of course, it all remains to be seen, but I think what Nintendo was... But I think I heard that that's what Nintendo was doing. That it was mostly... And especially for, like, third-party games like Cyberpunk, like Elden Ring, that are much bigger. I think that's what their plan is, and that's what they're trying to do for those type of games. Of course, especially with this generation, physical media obviously is taking the hit all the time, and less are being sold. And I feel like if this is any indication, especially with Nintendo raising prices, it's only going to get worse in this generation. So it might get to a point where all of it's just going to be data keys, because it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just going to become absolutely useless to manufacture the physical copies, which sucks. And something else, like, very few people have brought up so far, but more people should be concerned about. If Nintendo just announced that they are charging $90 for physical games, there is no doubt in my mind that GTA 6 is going to cost over $100. If Nintendo is about to start getting away with $90 games, or even $80 digital, there's no way that Rockstar is not going to be charging at least $100 for GTA 6. The only way they wouldn't is if they want to play the good guy and be like, hey, we're not like Nintendo. You can still get our content for $70. That's the only way I could see it, but I feel like Rockstar is going to... If Rockstar can make $40 more on a game per copy, I think they'll choose to do that each time. Unfortunately.
So are, like, all these enemies holograms?
It kind of looks that way. This place feels weird. Also, not for nothing, I feel like this place isn't that big. I feel like you've made the loops, like, I feel like you've went around it like 4 times already.
Feels like it.
See how much it is on Switch versus Switch 2, pricing with Z to A. If I had to, I would, actually I wonder. I would be shocked if they charge it at different prices, but I don't know. I really don't. What I want to know is, do you need the upgrade to play a Switch game on Switch 2? I'm going to assume not. It does seem optional. I think basically how it's going to work is, I'm going to say Breath of the Wild. If you put in Breath of the Wild on your Switch 2, it'll play the Switch version until you upgrade it. But then, of course, it begs the question, can you... Not that you'd want to, because I'd see no reason for it, but would it be permanently the Switch 2 version then? Like, there'd be no way to play the Switch version, but of course, you know, once you have the Switch 2 version, why would you ever need to go back? That's how I'm imagining it, but I don't know if they've ever said anything on it, so don't take my word for it.
I literally just walked right into the bullet.
It happens. Did we get a fusion rifle in this game? We did, right? Okay,
Yes.
we did. That's the lowest gun. That's 3.
It is now, yeah.
God damn. Probably gonna get ZA on Switch, then get a Switch 2. Yeah, totally fair. I mean, if I want to, I may upgrade it. That's how I'm imagining it's working for sure. Again, can't confirm, but what I would assume, that's how it'll probably work. I might want to. I mean, like Listen, I'm crazy, but I really don't think I'm $700 for a Switch 2 crazy. If the pre-orders come out in a couple of weeks and the console got put up to 600 with Mario Kart, I think I personally would still say yes because of how much I love video games. But if it's above 6, I don't even think I can reason that out. Like, it sucks.
What was even the purpose of that?
Looks fancy.
I thought it was gonna go around the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, definitely. With everything that they were showing with the like Switch 2 enhancements for even Zelda, Mario Party Jamboree, and the obvious benefits to the Switch 2 version for Metroid Prime, being able to use the Joy-Con as a mouse, just shit like that. They're like, that's what's nice about it, is it's not just fidelity upgrades. If they're that's what I like about it. If they're up-resing, make it free. If they're giving you extra content, throw the $10 charge on there. I think the problem, once again, though, unfortunately, Luna, is that they haven't announced how much upgrades are going to be. And people are speculating that because they didn't say it, it's not going to be 10 like it normally is, if there is an upgrade for certain shit. It's probably going to be 20, possibly even 30. It should be 20, but I can see Nintendo trying to make the argument, tariffs. The best part is that it makes no fucking sense. They'll just use it as an excuse, like they are for digital fucking games right now. Exactly, yes. If you need to pay extra just to get the better FPS and graphics, that's the stuff you should imagine. So, we'll see. I think it would depend on the game. For what? What did I say that was in reference to? I forget now. Because I know I was just talking about that stuff. Talking about the Metroid Prime upgrade, like all the upgrades for all the different games. CA should be free. Zelda, I imagine 5 to 10. Jamboree can justify 20. But that's the thing. They're not going to do it by that. Yeah, they're not going to do it by a game-by-game basis. That's way too much work for them to do. They're just going to put a base price down and say you pay it or you don't get it. I don't think Nintendo's going to go.
It heals us now.
The Mind Launcher?
Uh-huh.
Yo, shit. And yeah, 5 to 10 is way too low. Especially for Zelda, if Nintendo can make $20 off the Zelda upgrade, they're gonna make $20 off the Zelda upgrade. I would be shocked to find out that it's less than 20. Because again, if it was 10, they would have said that. Well, everything else is also adding stuff. You know, Jamboree, yeah, you're getting extra mini-games and stuff like that, but Zelda, you're also getting the Joy-Con mouse compatibility along with all of the companion app compatibility stuff. So while it's not necessarily extra content literally for in-game stuff, it is extra things that you can use for it. Yes. I imagine the Joy-Con mouse compatibility will also work with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as well. I'm sure that functionality is going to be added in, but again, I would be shocked to find out that Nintendo isn't going to try and charge for that stuff a lot. Who knows, though? I'm obviously pessimistic with a lot of this stuff. I just end up being accurate sometimes, which sucks. But I mean, especially with Nintendo already coming out and saying that they're going to be charging $80 for digital games, I don't think there's any prayer that they're going to want to save us money in anything. And then, like, it's okay to charge $90 for physical. Like, it sucks. But when we said digital should cost less than physical, we didn't mean raise both of them. You assholes. We meant raise the physical because it makes more sense and keep the digital where it is. CA is the biggest thing making me think it'll be game by game, but also I just know they didn't say everything because we don't know almost anything about it yet. Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be game by game. Again, like I said, I think it's just too much work for Nintendo, and again, for everything that Xbox and Microsoft, for everything Microsoft and Sony ever did for their upgrades, that was never a game-by-game basis. Of course, Nintendo's always different, so you never know. And I would like it to be a game-by-game basis. I would definitely agree that that's the best way to go about it for us, because that way, if we're not getting a lot like in Zelda, where it's mostly just companion app stuff, we would pay less than Jamboree for getting the extra mini games. I just don't think Nintendo's going to differentiate, and if they can make more money, they'll make more money. But we'll see. Because like you said too, we don't know a hell of a lot about the ZA content either yet. So here's hoping. Here's hoping that that's more accurate than what I'm thinking. I mean, fuck, man. We paid money for Scarlet and Violet. At best, that game is in. At best, that game is in beta testing. Like, ugh, that was just so poorly done.
I saw one TikTok, and it was, if you're gonna be charging us this much for the game, it better be finished and functioning at launch.
Yes. We know it won't be. In fact, it's only gonna, I mean, not for nothing, it's only gonna run worse. It's only gonna run worse because, until that thing is in my hands and it works and it runs, I still don't have faith in Nintendo that this is going to work the way that they want it to. I mean, fuck, man, that chat the fucking screen share option, that looked like the shittiest thing in the presentation. And I'm like, damn, man, if that's how they got it to run to show us what it's supposed to look like, think about how bad it's going to work when we actually have our hands on it. Like, that's horrible. I've been wanting that Scarlet and Violet was intended for Switch 2, but they couldn't delay that long and Switch 2 got delayed. I can believe that. I can definitely believe it in the sense that, I definitely believe the Switch 2 got delayed. Because, again, with everything going on, like, this... Again, for reasons that were out of Nintendo's control as well, this was the shittiest time to announce a console. And it was even more bad luck that obviously the tariffs got announced either during or directly after the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. So, and like I was saying too, like this is the Nintendo Switch is now the longest life cycle of a Nintendo console since the 80s. Like, it makes no sense that they didn't release the Switch 2. Especially, not for nothing, for a console that isn't necessarily innovating anything else. It's just doing what the Switch did better. Like, there was no reason it took this long, so that's why I think it got delayed. They couldn't get it to work, doing all these different things. Like, there's no reason it didn't come out this week. With that being the case, I could see that Scarlet and Violet was supposed to be a Switch 2 game. But I think it's a little bit too early, and I think for the most part, they've been getting 2 mainline Nintendo games on each console. For the most part. Game Boy Color was Gens 1 and 2. Gen 3 only had, was the only one on Game Boy Advance. DS was 4 and 5, 3DS was 6 and 7, and now Switch was 8 and 9. So I don't know. I think more so what their thoughts were with Scarlet and Violet is the same thing they're going to do with Gen 10. Why would Nintendo pay more money and put more time into a game that they're going to make a lot of money on by not making good? Like, I don't think Scarlet and Violet would have sold much better if it was done better. Honestly. Because I'm still part of the problem. And I'm just, and I always say this too, I always make sure this is part of the conversation. Just because that there are objective things that made Scarlet and Violet fucking hot garbage, doesn't mean that it wasn't fun. I enjoyed my time with it. But it is embarrassing for what is probably the most profitable video game IP to be making games like that is embarrassing. It's like, what the fuck? Go ahead and delay the announcement. True. True. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it sucks what's happening with Nintendo because not all of this is their fault. I do think it's very scummy that they raised the price of digital games and what they're doing with physical media. The physical media, can't really blame them on because I think it was trending that way anyway for everyone. It just sucks that Nintendo's going to be the ones who start the trend. But it's very scummy of them to charge more for digital. That's shitty. But at the very least, it like Scarlet and Violet is getting that upgrade for Switch 2, the free enhancement. So who knows? Like maybe this game will come out, or maybe the Switch 2 will come out and we'll be able to play it and it'll run the way it was intended to originally, and we'll be like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. Yeah, because I keep saying this too, Luna. I think like that Direct was the closest to a 10 out of 10 presentation I've ever seen in my life. Like that was damn near perfect. It was the information that came out directly after that that ruined everything. So it sucks. I think once, yeah, perfect presentation. It was just the information that came out afterwards that was a little bit rough. Yeah, bombed it after. And again, not all of it was their fault. Again, price a console. There wasn't anything they could do about that. But price of games, yeah, they could have done something about that. Woo!
Amy.
That's pretty nice. Did you just put shock on this one?
I put the time bomb mod on it.
Interesting. Oh yeah, we did get that. What's that supposed to do? Oh, does it explode afterwards again?
It's like a delayed release.
That's awesome.
But it also does like shock.
Yeah, console price was fine, especially for all the specs that it was given and everything they showed off at the presentation. Like, I don't think anyone should have been upset with $450. And I say that mostly because the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X launched at $500. The fact that this was still under $500 was a big win. Of course, we're not going to be saying that for long. But, again, what can they do? Sucks. For the upgrades compared to the Switch plus inflation, consider a reasonable price. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, because not for nothing, how much did you say the dollar was different? You said it was like 130 roughly since the Wii?
It was $40 more than the Wii.
What do you mean, the Switch 2 was launching for $40 more than the Wii?
Yes, if you adjusted for inflation to like 2006 levels, the Switch 2 would cost $40 more than the Wii at launch.
Okay. I was mostly asking because I wanted to compare it to what the Switch launched at, which was $300. But
I didn't see that.
Okay. I was curious if the article went that far. But yeah, no, absolutely. $500 for Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World is huge given the prices they're saying. Exactly. Exactly. I'm almost wondering if they wanted to sell the console for $500, but people at Nintendo were like, ooh, can we do that? And they were like, alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to really sell the console at $500 because let's be real here. Let's be real.
And we're going to give them a Mario game.
Exactly. Let's be real here. How many people would be looking at the $450 for the console by itself versus the $500 for the console of Mario Kart and not get Mario Kart? Like, if you had the chance to pre-order, and let's just say you were going to, would you get Mario Kart with it?
Might as well.
Yeah. I feel like very few people, and I think that's what they were going for. I think
especially when it's going to be half the price.
It's pretty much.
If you buy it separately.
Yeah. So I feel like they were really trying to sell this thing for $500 and thought that Mario Kart World would just be the thing for it. Wonder if they're going to do console plus other games for $500. I imagine they're going to do bundles. Of course, at the very least, I can't remember, Luna, for any of the other Switch exclusive or Switch 2 exclusives, The next exclusive one that was going to launch was Pokemon, I think. Oh, not Pokemon. Jesus Christ! Now I read the Pokemon. I read Z to A, so I said Pokemon. I think it's Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza for like July 17th or something like that was the next one that was coming out. So they might launch with the Mario Kart bundle, and then the month after do another bundle for Donkey Kong. That's sick. Yeah, because I don't think we have, in terms of other Switch 2, like Nintendo first-party exclusives, I think the only other ones aside from Z to A that we know about is Metroid Prime and now Kirby Air Riders. But I'm pretty sure Kirby Air Riders was 2026. And Metroid Prime doesn't have a date yet. 2025, but doesn't have a date. Have they done Pokemon consoles? I mean, like, granted, I know that, I'm pretty sure they've done, like, handheld consoles in the past. Did they do, like, a Sword and Shield Switch? Yes, exactly, yes. So same way for Metroid Prime 4 with Pokemon Z to A. I can totally see them, especially being late 2025, I can totally see that being like a holiday special deal that they try and do. Absolutely. They did do a Sword and Shield Switch. Alright, even more likely then. Absolutely. Man, this is a long fucking place. It's pretty cool. Oh, they did all three, probably. Wow, shit. They did Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet, and Electro. Oh, damn. Destroy the Ghost Station. Was this where everyone was being held prisoner, or did we just, like, or are we just blowing this place up because we fucking feel like it?
This is like the Doom Gauntlet that Fox was talking about.
Right.
I assume everybody's just being held prisoner within the main compound?
That would make sense, too. Right, they did a Pokemon Switch. Right. That's what I figured. Hell yeah, okay. Yeah, so definitely very likely then if that's the case, especially with all the hype around C to A for sure. Let me tell you, I know I was talking a lot about, and I will take the full L on this one. I was damn sure that we were going to see a 3D Mario. I can tell you that you could have given me 40 guesses before I would have told you 3D Donkey Kong. What the fuck? This is the first 3D Donkey Kong game I believe we're getting since DK64 came out before I was born. What the fuck is going on? Did that game? No. Did that game 98?
Wasn't that one by Rare?
99. Yes, it was Rare. Yep. So this is also, which is interesting because people were also discussing, they were like, I wonder who's making this, because obviously it's not Rare. People are speculating that this game, that Donkey Kong Bonanza, was made by the Super Mario Odyssey team. Of course, Nintendo doesn't usually disclose who's working, like their inner workings of their development teams, so we never really get straight answers, but... They did LGP, they did Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee for Switch, and Scarlet Violet, I think, for OLED. Okay, gotcha. Can't find any Sword and Shield, BDSP, or PLA then. Gotcha. I'm not surprised about BDSP, but I think that was just because, I feel like that was just because it was such a controversial game anyway. It would have, I feel like that would have been a weird one to have a Switch for, just because people probably wouldn't have gone for it. But totally fair. Yeah, and yet still no Kremlings. Hold up, but you haven't played it yet. There are references to DK64, which is kind of funny. I know that whenever you get a golden banana, it does the soundbite, like, ooh, banana, from DK64. I know Cranky's in the game. I've seen, like, pictures of him. So, I don't know, man. Hey, man, we might be surprised. But that's gonna be so cool. I'm looking forward to that.
How high can I go?
How high can you go? How high can you go? Say how high can you go? It was really funny though. I think this was on Wednesday. My sister's boyfriend was here for the just like hanging out there for the night, and after the Pokemon stream ended, I let you guys out and I went upstairs and he was sitting up there and I asked him like, did you see the direct? What did you hear about everything? And he was like, didn't really hear much aside from the price tag. He's like, what did they show? And in the living room was my sister and Dylan, and my mom was sitting there. And I probably spoke about what was shown at the direct for like a full 8 minutes. At which point my mom cut me off and she's like, Jesus Christ, why do you know so much? And I'm like, you know, that's fair. It's a fair question. God damn, it's been that long since K-Rool was in the game. Let me ask you, Louis, because I don't know if we've really discussed this. Are you a DK64 fan? Oh my god, Brian, we should play DK64. Would you be down?
Yeah.
Oh yes, dude, it's one of my favorite fucking games. I am so shocked that people, like, not only not like the game, but think it's bad. And I don't really understand. I don't know. I mean, it might just be my nostalgia, but I've also never heard like a valid argument for why DK64 was a bad game. It's so fun. It's so good. Especially for its time. Like, why do people... I mean, people might just be comparing it to, like, the other rare platformers like Conker's Bad Fur Day and Banjo-Kazooie. But after playing Banjo-Kazooie, I still stand by it. DK64 was way better. But I think I'm right. You're never played a DK game inside the country as a kid that never ever got far in it. Totally fair. Totally fair. Yeah, and Donkey Kong Country, that was, I think I played one of them on the Game Boy Color when I was real young. I don't remember which one. But those were 2D games, right? I know the Kremlins and K-Rool are love better fans, so their absence for so long makes me upset for them. Totally fair. Yeah, K-Rool was a really cool... God damn, that game was so good. So good. And for a game that came out in '99 to have 5 playable characters, each with very unique... like, oh my god, it's just... I can't... I simply can't. I simply can't. You know, maybe once we finish Deadlocked, maybe I totally boot up my 100% totally legitimate N64. I don't know. But you know what? Yeah, now that the pump situation's figured out, and I was gonna do more streams, getting back to like my solo streams next week. Maybe I just do the Scarlet and Violet DLC because I can't imagine that taking me too ridiculously long. I know some of the I think it was the second DLC that had some of those more difficult fights towards the end. That people were like, "Oh, you need a competitive team." We'll see. But I think for the most part, I should be able to get most of it done relatively quickly.
I still haven't finished.
Were you at those fights? Or were you just like, did you just not finish because you were doing other things?
I think I was just starting to get to, like, the league at Blueberry Academy, and then I'm like, I really don't want to do that.
Very fair.
I want to catch Pokemon.
That's totally fair. I mean, yeah, when I was playing BDSP, like, I know, like Cynthia was, like, the tough one, and BDSP was kind of that rough, like, rude awakening to people being like, oh shit, wait, these games can be difficult still.
Heard you guys were talking shit.
Literally. There was still one over there. Whee! I didn't know where the other one was, but yeah, I see that. But I know Jake had problems with Cynthia. Like, Jake had to rearrange his whole team. I beat her my first try, but I know that I got very lucky. Campaign complete! DVD Project 64, that's the name of the person endorsed by Nintendo, was I hear? Oh my gosh, I do not know what this Project 64 is. I've never once used it for the Dark Star mods of Paper Mario 64. Is there more? Well, I mean, I assume there is more. That would have been a really weird just ending to the game.
Yeah, we gotta crack the bad guy's skull. We gotta save Al.
I'm not kidding you. We might be playing DK64 in 20 minutes.
I have found a way to shut down the containment fields and release all the heroes.
Okay. So yeah, they're probably here.
He's had hell.
Wait, when the fuck did we get Hal back? Wait, when did we get these guys back?
He said your body was beyond repair. No biggie. I got a new one. Check it out. Whoa.
Wait, his body was beyond repair. What did they do to him?
What's the plan?
Jesus Christ.
Schematic for the entire battle dome. There is a central computer on the control level that regulates power to the containment fields. So what? We program it? Blast it. Just blow up and the fields go down. Okay?
Okay, Al.
How do we get to the control
Jeez.
level?
PDSP had an amazingly difficult league. The problem is, yeah, it's after an incredibly easy base game. Yeah, the skill jump requirement was pretty rough. Okay. Oh, we got the upgrade for the bots. So. See, I know this was a shorter game and everything. I'm a big fan of the fact that we didn't have to go off and like grind for bolts at all, and
Yeah.
we still paid for everything. I really like that.
Ratchet, when you are ready, you can take the shuttle to the battle dome's control level.
How? The Battle Dome's control level, but how? It told me to go here, but it's... I don't think... I'm not seeing it here.
Ratchet, when you are ready, you can take the shuttle to the battle dome's control level.
Maybe the other shuttle? But why is the star here?
Yeah, I'll try the other one. Because even if I just click on it, it's only... Oh, yeah, what the fuck? Tampering with the in-flight control system has been detected in accordance with the code zone. I think that's telling us that there's no... that this is a point of no return, so I'm just going to make a save. God, what do we have? Like 7 hours in this game? I love Wishy-Washy, surprisingly. Wishy-Washy was the one from Gen 7, right? The one that, like, can group together to the big one. I think that's Wishy-Washy.
Yes.
Okay. It was a cool concept.
Especially in Pokemon Snap.
That's true. Oh, dude, Pokemon Snap? Yeah, we should do Pokemon Snap Nuzlocke.
How would that even work?
Don't miss a picture.
Oh,
Gotta restart.
Come in. Can you hear me? Something just doesn't seem right here. Not good. Well, what have we here, Dreadzone fans? A contestant attempting to sabotage the battle dome?
Oh, shit. The water totem. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I mean. I think I had a really cool ability.
I acquired the battle dome with 6 gigatons of nitroglycerin. If Ratchet doesn't disarm the detonator, or our time runs out, the battle dome will be blown into a trillion pieces. That's insane.
That's a lot. Trillion? Goddamn.
It would be insane, but I happen to have a truly lovely view of the action from a remote location. What about the thousands of fans in the battle dome? You gonna kill all of them too? Of course not. You are. Unless you shut your cake hole and get moving.
Come on now. Your audience is waiting. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final episode of Red Zone. Oh, God. We're all gonna die.
The mood is positively electric as the audience races to find out if they will survive the next 10 minutes. I can't believe I'm reading this.
My whole life ahead of me. I was gonna be a ballet dancer.
Does Limp Bizkit predict the future? Because everything's fucked and everything sucks.
Fred Durst is just like that sometimes, man. He's too powerful.
Are they on our side now?
We're rooting for you, little buddy.
She's touching me.
Hell.
So sorry, Ratchet. I did not realize I was leading you into another one of Bob's traps. There is a way out, though. If you can destroy the 3 fusion generators on control level, it will release its neutrals, and all command and the heroes would be saved.
You know, maybe at some point I should have just cut my losses there. Just we lose something? Hell yeah. That'd be a pretty cool one to get some form of a new evolution or form.
I don't know how I feel about the freeze model.
It's interesting. I don't know how much it's helping here. You know what? Here, I'm gonna throw on the. I'm gonna throw the shock one back
Yeah.
on. Was that Alpha or Omega? That was
Omega.
Omega.
The fuck was that?
Not quite sure. The less we think about it, the more fast I can go. Well, if I didn't get stuck on the fucking thing, I would have been fine. Oh well. This will go faster this time. Maybe. This is the definition of I never learned.
Turrets.
Shit, thank you. Forgot they were there again. So.
Especially that fucking Clefable.
Go for the one before that.
Also, hot take: Possessed Lucamine was a harder fight than Ultra Necrosis.
You know, I only played Ultra Sun and Moon once. Well, like technically twice, but one of them was a randomized Nuzlocke. So I don't remember the fight too much because it was a couple of years ago that I did it.
Ha. The robot got stuck in the thing.
Just like I did. That's how I died. You know what? We're fine. Come on. Thank God. Oh, I'm so sad. Should I have gone to the right? Should I not be going this way? Was there another way to go? Probably not. Yeah, okay. I just gotta stick to the route. I mean, I have a lot of time, so I clearly have to do something very specific. What's gonna spawn in here?
EMP!
I don't know if that was supposed to happen. I was like, why didn't it jump? That's not what it was.
Yeah, that's how I died on that last planet.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, is this a jump pad?
I'm just gonna die.
Oh god. That's one way to delay the inevitable.
Yeah, I'm like, ah, fuck, man, I'm good. Maybe I can get a checkpoint. As long as I don't get off the turret. Alright, I might have to get off the turret. God damn it. This is why I didn't want to get off the turret. Switch. Turrets. Oh, that was real close. I'll be real with you. This ain't looking too good. Oh, shit. Didn't even- Whoa.
We could have broke those?
Fucking- Can you be done with this? Buddy. Please.
It's like DuckTales.
For the love of
I
God.
could have been Turbo?
I was like, how am I still waiting for it? I cannot believe I managed to get that done with 1 health for so long. Jeez.
Unless you're embarrassing yourself.
Why did the bot die already? We just started, bud. For the love of God.
My god.
Bring light to my hollow vision. You are a selfish, selfish man.
Thank you, Wanda. Your series of suburban uselessness. Finding my kiddo Toya. Oh, mommy, baby, baby. Sexy. Baby needs a change.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
I'm
They
normally-
really went for it in this
I'm
game.
normally not one to king shame, but this dude should not
This dude just
speak
shouldn't.
any further. Surprise! Surprise, motherfucker!
Really? What happened? I had full health. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I got hit twice and died. I'm out.
Yeah, we're gonna drop bombs. Put that down.
Let's see. Okay, now let me get caught up. Yeah. Still haven't had another session of D&D that continues the story. Really? Had an on-canon episode though. Maybe another one tonight. Oh hell yeah! Falling Out has happened too, so we're down a party member. Oh, that's always the worst. I know that happened with Jimmy with one of his campaigns, didn't it?
Yeah.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Luna. Y'all saying I could have been Turbo? Maybe look up the clip.
Pretty sure that was the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Really? Is that Ben Schwartz?
Yeah.
That's amazing. The Arbiter. DM told me how he was written out. So got to bed in the middle of the night. God damn. Well, you gotta be written out somehow, I guess.
You're not dead yet?
Boom. I didn't even catch it the first time. Hey man, if we end up losing at this enough, maybe we will get the Harbinger. Sounds good, Luna. Have fun with D&D. I think you said you were doing it tonight. This is how quickly information goes in and out of my head. But yeah, I'll see you next stream. I do think we're going to be trying to do some Kirby in the Forgotten Land tomorrow, as long as Ambi is going to be here, which is the plan currently. And I'll put up the schedule for next week. tomorrow sometime. But as always, Luna, always happy seeing you, and have a good day. Out of rockets? Alright, fine. Throws down 19 mines right in front. What a good fucking gun. That's probably also what did it, because it seems like they just spawn in. So where I thought there was none, they probably spawn in, like, bam. That would make sense. Hell yeah. 30,000 volts just for doing that. Woo! We might get the Harbinger.
Yeah.
I do like. They seem to be. Oh man. That's amazing. It's fucking wild.
Jeez. Guys, I said set up the rail.
Ratchet, can you pick up the pace, please? The station is seconds away from exploding.
Oh my god, I don't know what you blew up, but it almost killed you.
Me.
You're like, oh, yeah, that is.
Oh, they're both down? Okay.
What'd you end up putting on the arbiter now?
I put mini bombs.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much if it's an explosive device, they
Yeah,
now
that
do.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. to try the next part of it. Since these are taking longer, we can switch off with them. Alright, granted, I also have no idea. This looks like it's the end.
The station is no longer on lockdown. Good. Now get on the shuttle and get out of here. Sorry, Ratchet. I am not leaving without you. Turn up the sappy melodrama before you lose my entire audience. I've been waiting for this moment for a long
Is that one of the little dudes from Blizzard Mountain in Space Jam?
I don't know what they look like. Can you pull up a picture? I've never seen Space Jam.
death of the Lombax. And to think they called this guy a wonderful wonder.
I totally see it. 110%.
Bye, Luna.
I'm gonna make it gone first, and I do think I said it. I hope I said goodbye. I meant it.
It's hot. Oh, this is great. God's always toast. I might as well put my head between my legs and kiss my ankles goodbye. Here comes the big guys. Further discretion is strongly advised. It's enough fun for one day, Lombax. This game is over.
I know we got mini turrets somewhere.
Oh, those lunchbox.
That's actually incredible.
This would be disaster was Ingvar's turn on, but 500 also is mad.
That is our mice hanging the balance, and you are gambling?
Oh, don't pretend like you care. You never
Damn.
Bro snapped.
Yep. He's out.
No longer in love with his coworker.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh my god.
What?
What is happening? Oh, I don't have any fucking healing things? Are you kidding?
That's right. It's your ultimate.
I'm just gonna fucking launch this and see what happens. Are you kidding? Like, dude, I'm getting so tired of this shit. Like, really? Where does all my health go? It's so fucking infuriating. I had full health, man. I'll give it one more try. Why are we so fucking slow? Are you kidding me? For the love of God, Ratchet, can you run? If you see things running at you, please react appropriately.
Is it the P6 bomber that I said has a healing mod now?
Oh, it was. Yeah,
It was one of them.
It's probably that. It's either. No, it's definitely that. It's definitely that. I'll try that soon. Why is he not coming down? Oh, I have it's not healing. So.
Try the other mon.
This one?
Yeah.
What? Why were you starting there? That made even less sense. Going now. Wishful.
Here's a third twist. The big bad guy just got bigger. And now, Ratchet's destruction brought to you by Remember Watts.
I just keep throwing these down and moving. They can't hit me.
He's too close to dead. Alice, what's happening? Alice,
Okay, how do I get rid of these? Oh.
nothing, just your eyes closed. Down. It's bomb time.
Let's see how this is working. Alright. I wanted to smack him with the wrench.
It's over, Fox. No. It will be soon. Discharge sequence initiated. 60 seconds until battleground detonation. The escape shuttles all left long ago. Now we'll both die together on my television. It'll be the best ratings I've ever had. Even if I don't make it out of here alive, at least a lot of other heroes escaped tonight. Enjoy your pathetic
I didn't get killed by this guy.
for the last few seconds of your life. What? Get in, Ratchet. There is no time remaining. Just a sec.
Aww. That's awesome.
We're an animal lover.
Hold still, Ratchet.
Oh, bada boom.
Why did we leave the door open?
That's a good point.
Was that the kid from The Incredibles?
That was awesome! The little kid that watches
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible do it with his car.
Respect your elders. Did you see what she just...
Something tells me that
It's lost the last shuttle.
not much is going to go right for that guy.
Hey, I fixed the comlink. We got incoming calls. Ratchet, Click. Hey, it's Nova. What can I say? I thought it was a yard back there. I know you got big time.
Hey Ratchet, it's Hydra Girl. If you're ever back in the quarters, promise you look me up.
Alright guys, I know what the next game's about.
Well, the close is nice on you. Well, why not?
Where the fuck was she the last time we were there?
Yeah, really, what the fuck? Maybe she was already at the tournament.
Ooh.
Jeez. I like the idea that they didn't have Quark say a single line
Until now.
until now. That was fantastic. Oh, Jesus Christ. Post credits scene. Yo.
What's going on? You said we were coming within range of a space station. Well, we were, sir. How would I tell it would suddenly explode?
Yeah, that's incredible. I love that.
I was gonna ask, so how does
Let's
the
see.
Farius come back?
Yeah. He'll get somewhere eventually. I guess.
Can you play drums?
Are those his soap operas?
Yeah.
Oh, damn! As if it never happened, then no. Alright, sick. Woo! I doubt there's any challenges for that one for us to clean up. Let's see if there was anything else we could,
Ratchet, when you are you can take the shuttle to the Deadlocked control room.
Alright, cool. Anything else we wanted to do here, or should we just call it here?
I think we're good.
I don't think there's anything else. Like I said, like, I don't think we did every challenge. What's up, Blaine? I still enjoy this game a lot.
Yeah.
This one was very fun.
I am unworthy to be in your presence, hero.
Oh, so Ace Hardlight did die.
Oh.
God damn. That's crazy. I only lost 6 times, okay. Stars earned? Why? Why so little? I wonder if that has to do with challenge mode.
Maybe.
Oh, the kills with different guns.
We've only used the hollow shield launcher 9 times.
No, those are how many kills, I think.
Ah.
14,840. That sounds right for me, though.
Yeah.
100%. 10 out of 10. Okay, guys. We're going to save it here. We're going to put the BR pack screen up. We're going to figure out exactly what game we're going to play next. And then we'll be back within the next 5 minutes or so. Stick around, everybody. That was Ratchet Deadlocked. We'll see what we're doing next. Woo!